So, like you, I've seen President Trump's video responding to this demonic, horrific, animalistic attack that took the life of this young woman in North Carolina. We've seen the limp, uh, nearly unforgivable pandering to the attacker of the mayor there. And President Trump said that we need to be vicious in our response. No, we don't. We need to be godly in our response. The person who did that is animalistic and probably demonically captured, and can never, ever be allowed around human beings again, and should probably have his life taken through the death penalty. I think. I don't think that's revenge. I think that's safety. I think it would be a righteous and godly act. But God is a God of order, not chaos. Democrats love chaos. The Democratic leadership love chaos. They don't know particularly why they love it. They've been conned into pandering for criminals. They've been conned into sponsoring it, to paying for criminal activities, to being the very best friends of the cartels. And the cartels benefit from criminal activity, street crimes, insane animalistic acts like this, because it gives police too much to focus on. They can't focus on the cartel violence. And the cartels have literally built in our country military supply chains of people and drugs and weapons. So we need to be godly. God is a God of order, not chaos. Bringing the National Guard into some of these cities makes me deeply uncomfortable, because it could unfold into being normalized, and it's not normal, and nor is the chaos. So I am there. Bring it in. This is a moment to use a technique of the left to focus the minds. This young woman whose life was robbed from her. This is an opportunity for us to go to media and Democrat cities and say, here's the face. Here's the face. This is the result. Just after this, there was a person who was stabbed on a metro bus in Seattle. There's countless now instances of things like this coming up. And it's an opportunity for us to demand godly governance. Godly governance is law and order. Yes, it's compassionate. Sure, it's compassionate. We don't take people into prison cells and then beat them and torture them. We don't do that. We lock them up so they can never go do things like this again. And speaking of locking people up, a bartender can go to prison and be fined for over-serving. This magistrate, this woman, one of the women who let this guy who did this animalistic attack go, she can't have accountability. Yeah, she should be removed from the bench as a magistrate. She should be removed. But sure, she should face civil penalties. This is another thing we can do in a godly sense. We can demand accountability of people like this. Her supervising judge who signed off on this release, he should face accountability. A reasonable person would look at a guy who's been in 14 times for violence. A reasonable person would look at that and say, he can't be out anymore. It's godly to be reasonable. It's godly to know people by their fruits. This man's fruits were violence and chaos and attacks. The fruits of the Democrat cities are sex assaults and destroying the minds of children and forced mail-in balloting, which is, everybody knows what it is. So let's not be vicious. Let's not become the thing that we are supposedly to destroy. And let's also not count on enough laws and enough National Guards and enough cops to fix this, because that ain't going to happen. You know, our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the dark, evil spirits in the heavenly realms. And that should be our understanding and our focus. Yes, steward the world in a godly sense. Yes, law and order. Yes, lock these people up. Yes, lock these judges up. Now, trial first, lock up second. And take them off the bench. But let's not lose focus. This is a spiritual battle. and it is won or lost for eternity. So choose wisely.